Once upon a time, there was a happy dog named Max. Max was a golden retriever, with long, curly golden fur and big brown eyes. He lived in a small house with his loving family, who adored him more than anything in the world. Max was the happiest dog you could ever imagine. He loved to play fetch in the park, chase his tail, and cuddle up with his family on the couch. He was always wagging his tail and jumping with excitement whenever he saw his family, whether it was in the morning, when they came home from work, or just passing by his spot in the living room. One day, Max woke up to find that it was his birthday. His family had planned a special celebration just for him, with lots of treats, toys, and decorations. Max was overjoyed and couldn't stop wagging his tail. His family took him for a long walk in the park, where he ran around chasing after squirrels and barking at other dogs. They played fetch with his favorite ball, and Max showed off his impressive catching skills. His family even brought a picnic basket full of delicious dog treats and snacks, which they shared with him under the shade of a big tree. After their picnic, Max's family took him to a nearby lake for a swim. Max loved swimming, and he splashed around in the water, chasing after sticks and paddling with his paws. His family laughed and cheered as they watched him enjoy himself, and Max felt like the happiest dog in the world. Later that day, Max's family threw a big birthday party for him at home. They invited all of their friends and neighbors, as well as some of Max's doggy pals from the park. There was lots of food, drinks, and decorations, and everyone had a great time celebrating with Max. Max's family gave him lots of presents, including a new ball, a squeaky toy, and a big bag of his favorite treats. Max was so happy that he couldn't stop wagging his tail, and he licked his family's faces to show his gratitude. As the party wound down, Max cuddled up with his family on the couch. They watched a movie together, and Max fell asleep, feeling safe, loved, and happy. He knew that he was the luckiest dog in the world to have such a wonderful family who cared so much about him. The next day, Max woke up feeling refreshed and energized. He was ready to start a new day, filled with new adventures and experiences. He ran to the door, wagging his tail, and barked excitedly, eager to go outside and see what the world had in store for him. Max's family took him on another long walk, this time in a different park. They played fetch, chased each other, and even did some training exercises, which Max loved. Max's family was very proud of him, and they could see that he was growing up to be a smart, loyal, and happy dog. As the sun began to set, Max's family brought him back home, where they gave him a big dinner and lots of cuddles. Max felt so loved and happy, and he knew that he was a very lucky dog to have such a wonderful family. From that day on, Max continued to live a happy and fulfilling life, filled with love, joy, and adventure. He went on many more walks, played many more games of fetch, and snuggled up with his family many more times. He knew that he was blessed to have such a wonderful life, and he never took it for granted. In the end, Max lived a long and happy life, full of laughter, love, and joy. He knew that he was a very special dog, and that he had brought so much happiness to his family and friends. He had a gentle soul and a kind heart, and he always greeted everyone he met with a wagging tail and a friendly bark. As he grew older, Max began to slow down a bit, but his family never stopped loving him. They took extra care of him, making sure he had everything he needed to live a comfortable and happy life. They took him to the vet regularly, gave him medicine when he needed it, and spent even more time cuddling with him on the couch. Max loved his family more than anything in the world, and he knew that they loved him too. They were always there for him, through good times and bad, and he was grateful for every moment he spent with them. One day, when Max was very old and his body was beginning to fail him, his family knew it was time to say goodbye. They took him to the vet one last time, and they held him close as he peacefully drifted off to sleep. Although they were heartbroken to say goodbye to their beloved friend, Max's family knew that he had lived a happy and fulfilling life, full of love and joy. They knew that he had brought so much happiness to their lives, and that he would always hold a special place in their hearts. Max may have been just a dog, but to his family, he was so much more than that. He was a loyal companion, a faithful friend, and a constant source of love and laughter. He had lived a life that was full of happiness and joy, and he had touched the hearts of everyone he met. And so, as Max's family said their final goodbye to him, they knew that he would always live on in their memories and in their hearts. They knew that he had left an indelible mark on their lives, and that they would never forget the love and joy that he had brought to them. As for Max, he had lived a life that was full of happiness and love, and he had left this world knowing that he was loved and cherished by his family. And so, he closed his eyes and drifted off to sleep, content in the knowledge that he had lived a life that was full of love and happiness, and that he had left this world a better place for having been in it. If you liked this video, please click the subscribe button below and share.